Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Ashley Conrad. Joining me today, Chris Koetters. Now, you are the instructor of transportation services at JW, right?
Yeah,
okay.
That's correct.
Welcome.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 5 years now. I just realized that the other day. I'm one of the full-time instructors there.
Yeah, excellent. Now, I guess I should say welcome back, because we've talked a little bit about this before, and that is CTE, and specifically the trade programs that are available through John Wood Community College.
Yeah, and it's so to give you an experience with me, I was a former student, went through the program, actually got my CDL with John Wood, became a truck driver, then came back, and then they brought me back as an instructor a few years later, so that was kind of cool. And that's a case for a few of our instructors out there that they've gone through the program and then came back and became an instructor. But you know, it's neat because we have just so many different fields. When you go into, you can do HVAC, you can do electricity, and of course truck driver training. Welding's a huge program right now.
Right.
So there's so many different options out there. And one of the cool things about it is that, a lot of times you go to a 4-year university and then you're trying to find a job, where these guys can spend, like our TDT students, our truck driving students, they're there 6 weeks and then they're making possibly 6 digits within 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So just the amount of time it takes for CTE programs to expand and then just be thrown into the workforce and get that job and make that money is really cool.
And I think everybody is, we for so long we looked at 4-year colleges as kind of the route to take, right? But now I think everybody's kind of taking a step back and looking at trades a little more seriously, as they should, not only because of the training that you get before, the length of time, but the money you can make, which, right? They're all very lucrative careers in a shorter span, which kind of eliminates some of those barriers to entry, especially when it comes to, tuition and the cost that it takes to achieve some of these certifications.
Well, I mean, you go back to when I was in high school, and the push was, you got to get a degree, you got to get a degree, you got to get a degree. And to some extent, I guess that's still there. And that's a good thing in some paths. Some people are going to want to do that. But, there was kids like me in school that, we might have thought about college, but it wasn't really in the works back then.
Right.
And so, understanding that there's these other paths that are available for students out there, and they could be making really good money and not even be 21 yet.
Right.
So, that's just the really cool thing about CTE programs. And like I said, I'll give you a perfect example. We had a truck driver training student who went 6 weeks. He came back a year later and he showed us his check stub, his final check stub for the year, and it was like $124,000.
Wow.
So literally he went from 6 weeks of training to making 6 digits in a year.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, really can't beat that, right?
No, right?
So speaking of CTE, February is CTE month, so we're celebrating Career and Technical Education Month. So what a perfect time to talk about all of these available programs, and these range from healthcare to trucking to anywhere in between, really, right?
Well, and it's funny you say that because, with Career and Tech Education, CTE, right, usually you think it's welding or electricity, things like that, but a lot of people don't realize that it's healthcare, as you mentioned, too. Like, and we have our nursing program, CNA program, things like that, that's also are options for students and gets them prepared for the real world experience. And that's kind of the cool thing, where in any of these careers, that's what we're giving you, that hands-on learning and giving you that actual knowledge of how to do things, so you're work ready, right? If you're a welder and you're learning how to do the welds right, getting the certifications, you're literally ready to go out to a ton of jobs here in the Quincy area.
Absolutely. And speaking of being career ready, so some of these programs that you offer actually allow you to do both. Immerse yourself in the career that you're going to school for, but also going to school to complete your degree or your certification, right?
Yeah, the FAME program, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, the FAME program has been a cool program. We're actually getting ready this May. Will be the first cohort will finish up. They'll actually get their degree.
Okay.
But what's happening is they go to work a couple of days at different manufacturers like ADM, General Mills, Knappi, Titan, places like that. They work there a couple of days and then come to John Wood a couple of days that they're not working. And so they're not only getting an education, but they're getting that hands-on learning, and they're getting paid on top of that, which is really cool.
Very, very
I wish
cool.
I had that when I was in school.
Right, I know, like all of these things, and I was a Blazers, and John Wood as a whole is just such a great organization, such with incredible instructors and programs, and it does help kind of eliminate some of those barriers to entry, because we all know that college is expensive. But along with all of these programs, these trade programs and the CTE and FAME, you also offer scholarships.
Yes, yeah, and that's the cool thing. I was one of those fortunate. Again, I went to school, and then I was, when you're young and not really smart, to put it in the best words possible,
I get it.
You might not do the smartest things. So like my second year, I had a full ride, and then I just I don't want to do this anymore. So but those are options that are available still to students. So, if you're worried about the money, or, we have so many students that they're going to school and they're working full time, and so scholarships like we have that are coming up on March 1st, I think is the deadline for that. That's an opportunity that you can kind of shift your focus to the education part, and maybe can lax off a little bit on having to work the hours to make the money make.
Right.
So, our scholarships programs are awesome. I mean, we have tons all across the board for different programs. I think we have a website that you can go to, scholarships, jwcc.edu scholarships, and that website will let you get signed up. And the cool thing about it is if you only, you just do it once, and then you're eligible for a ton of different scholarships.
Cool.
So it's pretty simple.
So it's easy, and it's, even though we're focusing on the trades, it's not just trades that these scholarships apply to. It's all the programs available at John Wood Community College, and there are a ton.
Yeah,
right?
There are. I mean, it's you think of I won't say like general education. So you get your 2-year associates, go to a 4-year, and so that's an option. But we have a lot of cool programs like engineering. I mean, is a really neat program that we have at John Wood. Biology. We have business programs that are there. So it's really kind of neat. You think about it, and is the opportunity that you can try anything, right? I might have wanted to be a high school FFA or ag teacher back in the day, but now I'm a truck driver training instructor, right? And so the cool thing about John Wood is it gives you those opportunities to try different things. So if you maybe engineering's not perfect, but maybe business is right for you, right? Or vice versa. So there's so many cool options out there.
And if you don't know what you want to do yet, there's a great opportunity to go and do some of these gen eds at John Wood. So you're not going to spend a fortune at these 4-year universities. Then you kind of learn and you talk to people and you get a little more exposure to these programs, or these classes. It's just it's a good step, I think.
Well, and I think too, on top of that, I mean, and I did finish my bachelor's degree, so it took me a little bit long time.
It's all right.
But it's in career and tech education, actually. The cool thing about John Wood is, and when you talk about the instructors for gen eds and general education, is that it's a little bit more of a personal experience, right? So we have instructors that my head comes to like a physics or something like that, a chemistry, where you might be in a room with 50 students at a university, but in our situation, it's a much more friendlier and inviting environment. So those students can go and talk to that instructor. They know them by their first name, which is kind of
definitely
cool.
more helpful, especially if you're anything like me who needs kind of that hand-holding. Well, when you're going to, when you're starting college, you don't really know what to expect. So it helped me kind of ease into the experience. And also show me that there really are so many opportunities out there. So, well, if anybody is interested in learning more about CTE Month, any of the programs you offer, any of the trades you offer, or just John Wood in general, where would they go?
jwcc.edu, and of course we have also, I forgot to mention this, we got a Spring Visit Day coming up March 27th. So if you're interested in finding out more, go to the website and you can get more information there.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Chris.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, coming up next, I sit down with Deon Baker with the Firefighters Local 63 to talk about Blacklight Bingo. Stay tuned.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
Utopia is now open every day from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and till 1 a.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Chill out with a craft cocktail or an ice-cold beer. And Utopia's got the latest gaming machines with big jackpots ready for you to win. Need the perfect spot for your next celebration? Utopia features a beautiful event venue, available now for parties, reunions, and private events. So come see what all the buzz is about. The drinks are cold, the space is hot, and Utopia is ready for you.
Welcome to Cedar Club, Quincy's favorite local bar. A friendly corner bar with a laid-back atmosphere and affordable drinks. It's the perfect spot for a great time. With entertainment galore, including shuffleboard, golden tea, pool, foosball, and winning gaming machines. Cedar Club's latest edition is the best spot to catch your favorite game. Great drinks, great friends, and great times. Cedar Club, 20th and Cedar in Quincy.
Welcome out to Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer and it feels so right. I'll meet you out on Broadway underneath Shamrock Light. We're gonna have a good time on the patio tonight. There's a party down at Kelly's on Broadway tonight. We're drinking cold beer on a champagne night. We're feeling all alone and you got no place to go. So come down here and drink a beer on Kelly's patio. Kelly's.
And welcome back. Joining me now, Deon Baker with the Local 63, of course, the Firefighters Union here in Quincy. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. So we're here to talk about one of the coolest events in Quincy, not only because it gives you a chance to go out and play some bingo in a blacklight, but it gives back to a great cause every year.
Yeah, so it is a great event. A little bit different than our normal Thursday night bingo. Be blacklight, music playing. It's just a good time. And then, yeah, all the proceeds this year will go to St. Louis Children's Hospital, the child care services. So just to make things better for kids while they're staying at Children's Hospital.
Yeah, and I know that the Children's Hospital has a deep impact on a lot of the members, right? And some firefighters here locally. So what a great cause, but just a great time. I mean, if you haven't gone, and we do want to kind of wah-wah, it's sold out this year. It's a great problem to have.
Yes, it is.
But we want to talk about how people can still get involved, because there are still ways to either, donate to help with the proceeds, but also get a chance to win something pretty cool.
Yeah, so this year, Haybean Lawn and Garden donated a 60-inch Titan Toro zero-turn mower for a raffle. So we're going to try and sell 200 tickets, $100 a piece, and that will be drawn on Saturday the 28th at the Blacklight Bingo event.
Okay.
If he can sell all 200 tickets, the grand prize will obviously be the mower, and then about $7,000 in cash prizes will also be given away that night from the ticket sales for that mower.
Yeah, which is incredible. Now, if you don't get to go, so say I didn't get a ticket, but can I still sign up for this raffle?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
you don't have to be present.
Okay.
Tickets are being sold at Haybean's. They're also being sold at Quincy Fire Station. You can get a hold of any fireman and we'll get you hooked up with a ticket. But yeah, you do not have to be there to win those prizes for that particular thing.
Cool, good to know. And then throughout the evening, again, sold out event this year, but just to give, people an idea of what they can expect, people go all out at this event.
Absolutely.
Dressing up, getting lit up. I mean, they just have so much fun. They get into it, obviously, for the right cause. Bingo, cash bar, right? I mean, it's a great time to get your friends involved. And then you have silent raffles, right?
Yeah, there'll be raffle baskets. I think this year they've got some Cardinal tickets to stay in St. Louis, several different things, all kinds of great prizes that you can come down and throw some raffle money at and see if you can win one.
Yeah, and the firefighters run the show, so obviously that is fun as well, right? Everybody's out there. Everybody's out there to have a good time, win some prizes, donate back to the Children's Hospital. How many years are we going strong on this event? Do you know?
So we've been doing bingo for probably, 10 years.
Yeah.
I think we've been doing blacklight bingos for the biggest majority of that time.
Yeah.
Children's Hospital is a kind of a new one to us. I think we've been doing the Children's Hospital for about 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
So it just turned out to be a great event for us.
It has, and I know that it sells out almost every year, some earlier than others, but the event is when again this year?
The event is Saturday the 28th, so next weekend.
Okay.
Doors open at 5, bingo starts at 7. We'd love to have everybody come out and come join us.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
Very cool. And then obviously getting your tickets for the Zero Turn Mower is available through Habings, but also is there anywhere else?
You can go to Central Fire Station, 9th and Vermont. They'll have tickets there. The fire station at 11th and Jackson will have tickets. Again, reach out to any fireman you know. We'll get you a ticket for sure. But and then I think there's something online as well. On the Facebook website. So.
Perfect. Well, if you didn't get your tickets for Blacklight Bingo, have no fear. I'm sure it will be back again next year, and you still can get involved in giving back and potentially win some cool prizes.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Deon, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have so much fun this year. Hopefully we'll see you.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks. All right, I think that does it for today's Daily. We'll catch you back here tomorrow for more.